Alright, Brap Gang, what it do? It's your boy Brap Genius, and today we're going to be talking about the most dangerous thing that you could do on a motorcycle.
Yeah, start it off right, boys! Yeah! Oh my gosh.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, we're getting real muddy.
But on camera when I die?
Of course. Most of you aren't even aware of what it is. So we actually just did it right there. Obviously we did it at the right speed. But the most dangerous thing you could do on a motorcycle that you're not even aware of, especially most new people, is taking a corner too fast. You know, not a lot of people talk about it, but you know, especially the new people, and it could happen to anybody, any rider, no matter how long you've been riding, you can always take a corner too fast. But especially for those who are newer riders, that's the biggest mistake I see them do, and it's the most deadly mistake that you can have, because especially for newer riders, once you start to gain some confidence, you get yourself into trouble because you start doing things, you start to play the line a little bit with basically your skills. And what happens a lot of times is you don't understand, but when you are going at faster speeds, it takes so much more to actually be able to go through a turn. But the amount of effort that you guys have to put in to make a turn at higher speeds is so much more. And the new riders don't understand that. So what happens is, you know, they start to get a little confidence going, which is good, but then they start to go at faster speeds, which on the straightaways, you know, you can get away with it. But if you guys come up to a corner and you're going too quick and you're not ready for it, you know, you really have to learn the game before you get into it, because when you're coming up to a corner too fast, you can save it, but when you're a new rider and you don't know what to do, you haven't prepared yourself for those situations, you get yourself into so much more trouble because you're not prepared for what to do. And you know, you hit a corner too fast, you know, and you're going too fast, like you could literally lose your life. He's getting cold, guys. That's why I always talk about the importance of gear in the winter, because you're not wearing the right gear, oh, it's gonna be, you're gonna be freezing just like he is. So layer up, guys. But anyway, back to the topic about, you know, taking turns too fast. I had it happen to me once, man, and I got so lucky because of my experience and, you know, practicing for those situations. You know, people don't really understand like how fast a corner can come up, and really understanding, you know, how tight a corner is going to be. If you're looking at the apex of a turn, if it's getting further away from you, like you could see less of it, that means that it's just going to end up being a tighter turn. If you see it kind of curve out more towards you, that means it's going to widen up. But when you hit a blind corner too fast and you're not ready for it, you know, you put yourself in a bad situation. It's the most deadly mistake you can make, and nobody really talks about it. So some ways to prepare for it, guys, is, you know, rear brake. You never want to grab your front brake in a turn. If you go into a turn and you're going too fast, the best thing you can do is lean harder. Just lean harder, and that's going to help you save, you know, yourself and the bike. The bike can probably do a lot more than you can, in all honesty. So you got to just lean harder and look where you want to go. Don't look, like, let's say we're coming up on a little turn here, don't look over here, look at where the car is, and your body's going to tend to go there. And just push harder on the bars. You know, I've talked about counter steering plenty of times. Push harder and lean lower, and keep a steady throttle if you can. If you have to brake, like I said, it's, you know, you don't want to be braking in a turn, but if you have no choice but brake, you want to use your rear brake. Grabbing a handful of front brake in a turn is the worst thing you can do, and it's part of the reason why, you know, these corners, taking these corners too fast, end up killing so many riders and injuring so many riders, because they panic and they don't know what they're doing yet. And that's why I really want to talk about this topic, because I know a lot of the people that watch my YouTube channel, they're newer riders. They're either on dirt bikes and want to get a motorcycle someday, or, you know, they're just looking to get into bikes, and they're younger viewers. So for all you riders out there, you know, really just prepare, do your research, and when you get a bike, practice some of the harder stuff, and do it at the right speeds. The best thing you can do is practice defensive maneuvering. I'm gonna make a video on that in the future. So for turns like this, you know, you take it nice and easy, you'll be fine. But if you come into that corner, you're hauling, and you're doing, you know, I don't know, like 75 miles an hour, you're gonna crash. You're gonna go straight through it, unless you are, you know, a really, really good rider. But if you're a new rider, you go through that at 75 miles an hour, you're gonna end up in the woods. Okay, and I don't want to see that for you guys. You know, I love riding. I love people that get into riding. I want this experience to be fun for you. I don't want you guys to be crapping yourselves because you're taking corners too fast when you're inexperienced. So do yourselves a favor, prepare yourselves, go out, hit some corners at legal speeds within your means, of course. Prepare for them and then practice the corners. Once you get used to them, you get good at them. Practice going up to them a little bit faster, and just practice emergency scenarios where you're like, oh, here comes a corner. Okay, let's see what's what I need to do. Let off the gas a little bit, pick my line that I'm going to want to do, lean into the turn really hard, steady throttle, and yeah guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the most, you know, deadly thing that you could do as a newer motorcycle rider, or, you know, the most deadly thing that happens to bikes in general, which is, you know, taking these turns too fast. Hopefully you guys learned something from it. Hopefully it, you know, helps you in the future. You guys are prepared for, you know, a situation that you may face. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, let me know by hitting the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And you guys have a great day as always. Peace.